welcome to Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Let's Talk Business podcast. I am your host, Howard Johnson. I am also the Vice President of TCRBC, Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and International Initiative. Also, the Managing Director and Project Manager for 707 Management, anything construction. We do it. Real estate, flipping, building, ground up, turnkey, commercial build outs. I'm your man most of the time.
All around hustler.
We got Mr. Mike Cabellerro with us today. He's going to introduce himself when we get into the segment. This is a member showcase again. We take the time to showcase our members, let you people out there know exactly what it is they do, and provide an opportunity for you to network with your local chamber members or the local member firms. First off, we like to thank our Presidents and Chairman Club members. That's going to be Amico Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, Lamar Institute of Technology Beaumont, Lone Star College, the Linwood Group, and Quality Precision Coatings. Again, we like to thank them for supporting our podcast. If you would like to become a supporter of the podcast, we welcome any and all levels of support. 832-875-3977. Again, 832-875-3977. Just reach out to us. If you're listening to this and you're not a member of Tri-County, by the end of the podcast, you might want to join just from listening to the benefits that you get for being a member. Our mission statement is we are committed to acquiring and disseminating valuable business information, resources, and tools to member firms, for member firms to achieve entrepreneurial parity and economic prosperity, not only in the region, but internationally. And what that simply means is that we go out and get that valuable business information. We get those valuable business resources and those valuable business tools, and we give them to the members here at the chamber. And in giving them to them, it allows them to achieve economic entrepreneurial parity. What that means is, as a small business, it allows you to compete on a larger scale with the larger businesses that are out there. So it levels the playing field. And in leveling the playing field, if your small business is able to compete with we'll just say Walmart, is able to compete or provide a service that Walmart provides, then that again brings you money on the level that Walmart is getting money without the overhead that Walmart is spending for it.
Exactly.
So that's what we do here for you at the Chambers. We do that in the region. We service 4 regions. Those regions are Region 1. That encompasses Harris County, Montgomery County, Liberty County. Region 2 is Galveston County, Brazoria County, Fort Bend County. Region 3 is Chambers County, Jefferson County, Orange County. Region 4 is Jasper County, Newton County, Hardin County. And our international arm services Central America, the Caribbean, South America, and now we service Africa as well. So you can't really miss with these chambers. I will say we are the only chambers that are servicing 12 counties through 4 regions, and we have an international arm. So speaking about the international arm, we have a trade mission coming up December the 5th through the 9th to the country of Belize. That trade mission, I don't think it's any seats available, but you can check with us here at the Chambers, 832-875-3977 if you're interested in going on that trade mission. We have a backup mission scheduled right after that for January as well. So get involved, get engaged, check out a trade mission. If you've never been on a trade mission and you think about doing business internationally, it is a good introduction to other countries and a new way and a new opportunity to do business. So that would be that'll be something for you to look into. We also have our event coming up on December the 1st, our Regional Opportunity Forum. Our Regional Opportunity Forum is a Let's Talk Texas Business and it's a conference, and it talks about you're going to learn how to operate in these arenas: doing business in Texas, starting a business in Texas, operating a business in Texas, capitalizing a business in Texas, gaining procurement contracts in Texas. We have presentations from SBA, and SBA, they're going to talk about their preferred lenders. And not only are they going to talk about their preferred lenders, they are going to have preferred lenders at this actual event. So if you have a business in Texas, you want to do business in Texas, you want to start a business in Texas, you want to operate a business in Texas, you want to capitalize on a business in Texas, or you want to get contracts for a business that you have in Texas, you don't want to miss this regional business conference. December the 1st, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be held at the Lamar Institute of Technology in the Multipurpose Center. That's 855 East Lavaca Street in Beaumont, Texas. There will be a lot of good information. They're also going to talk about the international initiatives for Texas. They have a state trade expansion program that they're going to talk about. Man, it's like registration is still open. You can, if you want to exhibit, it's still open for you to become an exhibitor. So, check our website. Go to TriCountyRegionalBlackChamber.org, or you can go to tcbcc.org and go to our events and go to the upcoming events. Click on that event. You can register right there for the event. It's pretty simple. It starts, like I said, it starts at 9. So if you register, I think they may have breakfast for you guys. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's why they're trying to get you registered at 9. They may have a snack or something for you. I'm pretty sure they're going to do lunch, so they might not have breakfast. They might have lunch. So don't quote me on it. Eat before you go, and if you get to eat some more, kudos to you. But can't move forward without thanking GMT Radio. They're the ones who make this podcast possible for us. My boy Nice over there. We had a very candid conversation this morning about, just about media. So, and I was talking to Mr. Michael. We'll get into that too. But we talked about the opportunity when you meet somebody that does the same thing that you do. A lot of people see that as competition. And I was just giving them my take on it. This is not the gospel according to Jesus. This is the gospel according to Howard. Mm-hmm. When I meet somebody that does the exact same thing I do, I see 3 opportunities there. I see 1, an opportunity to learn something. If they're ahead of the game and they're where I want to get to, then I can learn from them. 2, if they're not, I see an opportunity to give wisdom, to teach them something that I learned along the way that can help them boost their self up. And then the 3rd opportunity that I see is an opportunity to network. I see an opportunity for us to joint venture, do some things together, and make some money together, because it's enough money out there for everybody to eat. One construction company, they didn't give that construction company all the money, and if they go get a job, that even if y'all bid on the same job and they win that job, and that just means that job wasn't your job, it wasn't for you. And that doesn't mean that it was a competition to get it, it just meant that company got it. It's enough work out there for everybody. So we're going to get into this thing. Mr. Michael, man, tell the people, introduce yourself to the people, man. Tell them what your business is. Well, introduce yourself first, and we'll get to the business.
All right, my name is Michael Cabellerro.
Okay.
36. I own MedX EMS, and I own a lit smoke shop and also a lit hookah lounge off of 3007 South Dairy Ashford.
3007 South Dairy Ashford. The ambulance service, man. How long have you been into that, man?
I've been in the ambulance business for 15 years.
Okay.
I've been an owner for about 10 years.
Okay. How did you get off into it?
It's funny. The story is somebody really, like you said, networking. He took me under his wing and
showed you the game.
Showed me the game. Okay. That's exactly how it happened. And when he showed me, I basically was working under him on the business side, the office side, doing a lot of marketing and networking for him. And eventually, he showed me even more of the game, and I started being able to put the ins and outs together, the administrative side. It took a lot of bumps and bruises, but eventually, once I got enough information, and I sat down, and he was like, okay,
Yeah.
we part ways.
I
And
mean,
you do
look,
your thing.
let me give you a piece of advice. Listen, everybody who's listening, if you doing this for somebody, you helping somebody do this, and they don't want to see you grow, then you need to find somebody else to do it for.
Yeah.
Like, it's no guy that comes under my wing that I'm showing the construction game that I want him to stay under my wing forever.
Yeah.
I want him to learn this, branch out, do it himself. At that point, we can network on jobs, and I don't have to babysit him now.
Yeah.
And I can pay him more.
Yeah. Exactly.
So if you sitting under somebody, they don't want to see you prosper and rise and accelerate in this thing, then get from under there. That's my advice, and you can tell them I said it.
Yeah. It's kind of backwards, because if you think about it, the better I did, the more money he made.
Exactly.
So it's like, why not teach him the game?
Yeah.
Show him everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat and make a lot of money, and
exactly.
teach the next person coming up. You know.
I want to see everybody under me make $1 million, and the reason I want to see that is because if they make $1 million, I make it too.
Exactly.
But a lot of people don't get that. But for me to make 2, somebody else has to make 3 or 4. And I understand those dynamics of business, that people have to make money above you to spend money below you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So there's no way that you finna make 10 million by yourself.
Yeah. That
Somebody else finna
make 40 million.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the dynamics of business. Like, so Mike, tell us, you from Houston?
Yeah, born and raised.
All right, that's what's up. The smoke shop.
Yeah.
How'd you get up into that?
Man, you know what? This is a new venture.
Look, you ain't got to tell everybody your business, but
yeah.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
No, if you want to, ain't no problem.
Nah. It's a new venture, and I'm excited, because my thing has always been to get into hospitality.
Yeah.
Restaurants, hotels, casinos. That's my goal.
Hookah's the new thing everywhere, bro.
Just,
like, you see it everywhere you go. You go into a nice restaurant now, they got hookah.
Hookah, you like, dang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's, I smoke hookah, and I'm big into it. I go to all the different shops around the city, and I just started catching on. Hey, this is a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like the quality of hookah that I'm bringing is. It's not seen everywhere. Yeah. So that's why I said, let me jump out there and let's just get it rolling.
Okay, perfect. So, how long have you been a member of the Chambers?
For about almost a year now.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay. What prompted you to join the Chambers? What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna join the Chambers and see? Not even see. What prompted you to join the Chambers?
Well, I guess once I had the sit down. With Miss Thompson.
Yeah, Miss Leandra. Yeah.
We talked, and I got to see that, okay, this is an opportunity for me to not only learn from other people in a group setting, but also to network, gain more attributes. And then with that, the ability to make more money. Because, hey, man, you joining Hub and you getting listed and people seeing you more, that stuff matters.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to, if you're not in business to make money, then I don't know why.
What you doing?
Yeah.
You just looking for the fame?
And that's kind of what we do here at the Chambers. If you look at our website, that's the first thing. The first thing that really stands out is going to be that big "the money" in green, but it's connecting your business to the money. We know business. Our members make business happen. We just here to be an avenue to to connect you. We're here to be a conduit to point you in the right direction. That's what our mission statement states. That is what we do. That's why we have this podcast, to provide information, resources, and tools. So, now you know a gentleman who has an ambulance service, and he has a hookah shop, a hookah lounge, and a smoke shop. Yeah. So, if you're thinking about going off into that venture, you got somebody that, hey, that guy that was on the podcast, Miss Thompson, can I link up with him? Can you call him and see if it's okay for me to talk to him? And, it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. Man, have you ever thought about doing like a memoir or a book about how you started the ambulance company?
You know what? I've always sat back and thought about doing that. I've looked into it a couple of times, and that's just being honest, because I have a whole background story that go even beyond the ambulance. I mean, talking about coming from nothing to something, having zero to my name, sleeping on my grandmother's couch, just dreaming. You know, so yeah, I've always thought about it. I haven't just got to that point of sitting down because I don't really feel like I'm just there yet.
Yeah.
It's something else that I'm anchoring for. My goal is to sit back one day and say I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
And then I drop that book on you.
Nah, you can drop the book. See, listen, the book gonna take you from the T's to the M's to the B's.
Yeah.
You know what the T's, M's, and B's, right?
No,
thousands, millions, and billions.
Okay, got you.
So if you at the T's right now, you drop that book. That book's gonna make other people T's.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And at that point, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
When they get in the T's, they spending the bread for the book. Then you become a consultant. I'm giving you the game.
Yeah,
right?
I see.
You become a consultant for those businesses that bought your book that want to start. Then that gets you to the M's. When you hit the M's, you teach. Now they coming up and they like, okay, well, this who helped me. He's at the M's. I'm at the T's. I can teach somebody else and do the same thing. I can follow this blueprint that he laid out. Once your blueprint is laid out, now you sitting back. And as your M's start to compound, you figure out how to compound them M's. That's where the B's came from.
Gotcha.
That's the same thing. That one guy, I ain't going to say his name on here, but I respect the dude. They thought he was crazy. He ain't crazy.
Yeah.
He's sitting on them B's. And they telling people, oh, call him and talk to him about it. You can't call him. If you making M's and he's B's, it ain't nothing you can tell him about what he doing. Let him do what he do.
Yeah.
So, but
he found what worked.
Yeah. So, and that's what it is. You learn how to compound them M's to where they become B's. So, you know, I mean, some people's in them T's. And we don't know them. They talk about the Billionaires Club. They talk about it, but you never hear anybody speak about somebody that's making more than $1 billion or that's a billionaire, a multi-billionaire. They exist.
Oh yeah.
It's some people that exist that's in the T's.
Yeah.
So
them billionaires are out there though.
Yeah, it's a bunch of billionaires, and it's a bunch of them that's come up in the last I say 5 years or 10 years, because you look at the gentleman that sold Beats. I ain't saying no names on here. Gentleman that sold Beats to Apple. He became a B after that. And you look at the guy who had the basketball team. I think he still owns the team. He played. He got some shoes that everybody be fighting over. That guy. Then you look at this guy right here that just closed out his deal with Adidas because he made a statement trying to close it out. That guy in the B's now. And all this is over the past few years. And then they say that one guy that was over there with the record label that had the one famous rapper that got killed. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They call it some boy, a good boy, or slow boy or something. Don't say the name, but you know who I'm talking about. They say he might be in the Billionaires Club
there
too.
You go.
So I mean, you see all of these B's starting to come up, but what you need to pay attention to is the work that they put in to get there.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people sit back and look
think
at.
It's gonna happen overnight.
They look at the accomplishment and they look at the end product and say, "I want that," but when it comes down to putting in the work and going through what they went through to get it, that's not what they want.
Yeah.
They don't want no parts of it.
Are you willing to not sleep at night? Are you willing
smoke
to wake
shop
up
talk,
early?
In smoke shop talk, they don't want that smoke.
Yeah, straight up.
They're not willing to do that. Okay, well, Mr. Such and Such, how did you get there? Well, I slept 4 hours a day and I didn't watch TV for 2 years. I didn't pay attention to what social media. I closed my social media account and I didn't post for 6 months, 7 months, and I put my head in books every day. That was something that I did on a regular basis. So if you sitting there telling a person how to get it, and it's some work. They like, oh no, I can't stop watching TV. I can't stop posting on my Instagram. Then that's when it becomes oh, I don't know if I want to be a billionaire. You know.
Yeah. I always ask people. You know, a lot of people always say they want to own a business. I get approached all the time about different business opportunities, and they always want advice. But I always ask people, are you willing to make the sacrifice?
Exactly.
That's the first question you got to ask yourself.
I'm not
are you willing to make a sacrifice?
I'm not finna waste my time telling you how to do it if you not. Listen, are you okay? I'm gonna give you a prime example. I roller skate. People ask me about skating all the time. Ooh, you skate well. How you skate so good, man? I want to learn how to do it. My first question to them: are you willing to fall? They're like, no, I don't want to fall. Then you don't want to learn how to skate.
Exactly. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it enough. You know.
I mean, even I've been skating, man, 30-something years, and I still fall. I fell last night when I was skating, and it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't bad, but like even the greats fall.
Yeah.
You know, even the ones that's good at it fall. But like if you come in this thing like, ooh, I can't fall. I'm scared to fall. Then you not. It's gonna be harder for you to learn how to skate. You gotta let go of that fear and push forward. So like fear is crippling. It's crippling. It'll stop you from doing.
A lot of people they'll use fear as the crutch. You'll never make it if you scared to risk it. I'm willing to risk it all to get to the top. I'm willing to risk it all to get to the top.
Yeah, so, hey, man, while we talking, man, I'm going to just take some time again to thank our presidents and chairman club members. That's going to be Amico Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, Lamar Institute of Technology, Beaumont, Lone Star College, the Linwood Group, and Quality Precision Coatings. I'd like to thank them for supporting our podcast. Also, if you want to support the podcast, 832-875-3977. If you want to be a member of the chambers, 832-875-3977. If you are in business and you're not a member of a local chamber, you're doing your business and yourself a disservice. You're doing all the people that are connected to you a disservice. Because when you make it and when you get it, they make it and they get it. Like, it's a trickle-down effect. Like, I don't even quote from this book, but I'm going to quote from it. They said, your cup will run over. So, if you holding a cup in your hand and it's people that sit under you, right? What happens when the cup starts to run over?
Trickles down to everybody else.
Boom. So if you make it, the people that sit under you, they make it too. In a sense, in a sense that all it does, you making it provides more opportunity for the people that you love and care about. And not even the people you love or care about, the people that you give your time to. So if you give your time to the people at the job, when you make it, the people at the job have an opportunity now to learn something, move forward. So I mean, this is, I don't know. I look at it as long as I keep moving forward, the people that are tied to me will have an opportunity to move forward as well. Because I didn't get here by myself. I'm not doing it by myself. Even though you might see me by myself, it's some people that help. You know.
Yeah, you can't make it to the top by yourself. Nah. It takes a group.
It's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. Man, it is a collective effort.
It takes a village to run a corporation.
Yeah. So is it anything else you want to share with the people, man, while you on here, Mike?
No, not really.
Well, let me ask you this. So we talked about the conversation you had and what made you join the chambers. What benefits have you seen from becoming a member of the chambers?
You know what? Just having that ability to pick up the phone and call Ms. Thompson if I have some questions about setting up a business or if I have, how do I do this or how do I, get the support from the chambers,
She's a wealth of information.
Yeah.
She's a wealth of information.
Every time we sit down,
I learn something new. Every time I talk to her, I learn something new.
Yeah.
Every single time. And I mean, we've been having these conversations for 10 years we've been having these conversations.
Oh, wow.
So every time, I'm blessed to be able to sit down and get some of her time, especially on these international missions that we go on. I get to sit there and talk to her, you know, and we just have candid conversations about business, about what's next, you know. So people be like, man, you do well in business, man. You're intelligent when you speak, you know this, you know that. I learned it from Miss Thompson. I really did, because there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know when I met her, and she got my business. She got it straight. She put everything into perspective. She told me the structure. She told me how to lay everything out, and all I had to do was follow what she was telling me.
There you go.
You know, and
sometimes you just
pay
gotta
the money
listen.
that I needed to pay for it, and it was well worth it.
Yeah.
It was well worth it. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at here in construction now if I hadn't met her.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I'm pro Chambers.
Yeah.
I'm
Sometimes
pro
you just
Chambers.
gotta listen.
Yeah, that's it. Shut up and listen.
Straight up.
Cause like I've never been the guy to claim to know everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
As a kid, I would tell my dad all the time. He'd be like, "Boy, you gotta do this." I know. Boy, you gotta do that. I know. So that was my thing as a kid. But as I got older, I knew nothing. You know? And as I get older and older, I know nothing. Teach me.
Yeah.
Teach me. Let me see if I'm doing it right. You tell me how you do it, and you've been doing this, so let me see. Like, I can't come in and be like, yeah, I can run an ambulance company.
Yeah.
No, I don't know nothing about it. Tell me how you did it.
There you go.
And okay, all right. I thought about maybe if I did that would happen, but it wasn't proven.
Yeah.
See, over here on this side, it's proven.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to learn, man. I understood that to be a good leader, you had to be a good follower.
Exactly.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't come into this world being a leader. You don't come into this world being a boss. You don't come into this world running stuff. Like, you have to learn the lower part of it. You have to learn the lowest part of it. Like, I mopped floors in a kitchen in a Mexican restaurant for like my second or third job after I got out the military. So I was mopping. If I want to own a restaurant later on, I had to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
I had to start. I had to understand what goes on in my restaurant. I can't just come in and be the boss, like pointing fingers and stuff. Like, I had to understand what it did. What that done for me is it humbled me to always remember the people that have worked for me, or the people that work for me, or the people that are, I won't even say lower than me, the people who don't run business the way, at the level I run business. That's what I'll say. And it always humbled me to always treat them nice, speak to them, listen to what they talking about, and engage. Like, if somebody come to me and say, hey man, I was over here cleaning up the trash at your property, and I don't feel like I was paid enough to do it. Well, let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I pay on an hourly wage. How many hours did you work? Oh, I worked this many hours. Okay, well, I paid you this amount right here. Does that seem fair? I was like, did we agree on a set price? Yeah, we agreed on that. I was like, okay, well, let's ask another guy. Hey, come over here and talk to us real quick. How much do you make an hour? Oh, this is what I make an hour. How much do you make on a daily basis? This is what I make on a daily wage. Hey, listen, this is what this guy is making on a daily wage, and he has his own truck. He has his own tools. You don't have any tools. You don't have a truck. You're using my stuff, but you're breaking
it down
this much. I said, so I'm allowing you to see how I calculate how much you get paid. I was like, I'm not trying to be, I'm not saying that I'm right or I'm wrong. I'm just saying that this is what I went off of. And if for some reason that's not fair, let's have a conversation about it. You don't have to get mad and come back to the job later and cut all the wires or whatever the case may be, what people do.
A little extra.
But yeah, just have a conversation with me. And I've always kept an open door policy and made it to where I'm approachable, so that we can have conversations, so.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I do with my employees. It's like, they're out in the field every day. They're going to see stuff that I can't see. So me being a leader, you have to be willing to listen, because they see stuff that I don't see, And life is like forever changing. Stuff don't just stay the same.
Yeah.
I got in the game 15 years. I've been doing this. Now I got new people on the truck. You know, the roads done changed. The street lights done changed.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hey, you supposed to be here in the next 5 minutes. This street changed. It's double lights here.
Yeah.
It's a school zone. You know, you got to be willing to listen and understand that, you know, the people that's up under you, and they got your best interest in mind, you know, and they'll help.
Yeah.
And you got to be open to listening to what they say to guide the whole ship, you know.
Yep. Well, hey, fellas, we wrapping this thing up. This has been a very enlightening conversation. Mr. Mike, it was good meeting you and talking with you, man. We definitely have to stay linked up. Here at Tri-County, we are a self-certifying entity, meaning that we certify HUB, we certify SBE, and we certify BBE, which is Black Business Enterprise. We self-certify all those certifications. We also, if you are a member, we help you structure your paperwork to submit for your DBE, which allows you to do business with TxDOT and the federal government, state of Texas. So there are a lot of benefits to being a member of the chamber. I'm biased to Tri-County. Yeah, there are other good chambers out there, but I don't think that there are any that do what we do on the scale that we do it on. I'll say that. But like I said, if you're in business, join a local chambers, network, get out there, join the chambers, do your research on them before you join them, but join one that does stuff for the member firms, the members of that particular chamber. And like I say, if you come here, you know, we know business, we know business, and our members make business happen. And I tell a lot of people, when you get to this chambers, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And the fields that we cover are construction, logistics, administrative, marketing. We also have services. If you provide a service or a product, we help you with those type of businesses as well. So, you know, just check us out. And remember the dates, December the 1st. We have that. We have the conference that's coming up at the Lamar College. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up. Let's Talk Texas Business. Registration is still open. It's a regional opportunity forum. If you want to learn about anything about business in the state of Texas, this is a really good forum. Like I say, SBA will be there with their preferred lenders. The preferred lenders will be there, so you will have an opportunity to talk to the people lending the money. You're not just hearing from SBA and they're saying, yeah, we have preferred lenders that's lending money. Like, the preferred lenders will be in the building. They'll have procurement buyers and managers in the building. The State of Texas Hub program will be in the building. Marketing for the money, that person will be in the building teaching, talking, and networking. You can have a conversation, collect a card, put a name with a face, you know, meet these people. So December the 1st, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., Lamar Institute of Technology, Beaumont, Texas, in the Multi-Purpose Center. Address is 855 East Lavaca Street. They talk about understanding the procurement process, WMBE, MBE, HUB, DBE certifications and training, doing business with the state of Texas and beyond, the international initiatives, Texas STEP, the state trade expansion program. So they will have if you missed this conference, you just missed it. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. If you're in business and you're looking to expand your business, you're looking to start a business, whatever it is with business, and you're an entrepreneur, this Regional Opportunity Forum is exactly what it says it is. It is a regional opportunity forum. So attend, register, go to our website, register, go to our website, register, you can go to our website and register. This has been your podcast. I am your host, Howard Johnson. Vice President, Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, Board of Directors, and International Initiatives. If you guys are out there, you listening to the sound of my voice, have a great rest of your Friday. Oh, and I'm going to thank our President's Club members one more time before we go. That's going to be Amico Federal Credit Union, Enlighten Enterprises, Lamar Institute of Technology, Beaumont. That's where we having the forum at. Lone Star College, the Linwood Group, and Quality Precision Coatings. This has been your podcast for November the 11th. 11/11. Man, we are in November. Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away, people. Go get your turkeys, get your food ready now. Shoot me your Addy so I can drop through and get some of that good food. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so everything is up and running and good. So we out.